here in El Cotillo. We're going to spend the day here, have a look around, see some friends, and then we're going to go to Villa Verde to stay with some other friends for the night. It's very nice to be back in El Cotillo. We got off the bus and headed over towards the new harbour. Really like these little row of restaurants and cafes. I've spent many a time sat there having a coffee or dinner. That's a new thing up there, and it also looks like they're doing up this place here, which looks like it's going to have a terrace, and that'll have an amazing view of the sunset. And just spin you round. There's the big beach over there, and the sunset's over here on the sea, so that'll be amazing. We were last here in March, so not that long ago, but it is interesting to see what's occurring. It looks like the seahorse is closed. Not that we ever used to really go in the seahorse, but yeah, we're just having a wander around, seeing what's changed, and we're actually just going to go now and have a coffee with our friend who's got the most amazing apartment with the view from it is amazing, so I'll try and take some pictures whilst we're there. We noticed that they'd put bollards up at the end of this street, which I personally think is a brilliant idea because there's so many nice places to sit along here and have a meal and a coffee. And of course now you'll get a lovely view looking at the harbour across to Piedra Playa. So yeah, I think that's a great idea. Well done, El Cotillo. We headed to our friend's place, but before we went up to see them, we just headed out onto the headland, which has to be done when you're in El Cotillo because watching the waves is just amazing. They're usually rolling in, absolutely stunning. And yeah, I mean, I've spent hours and hours stood up here watching the waves, all different conditions, different times of the tide, but it really is a stunning place to stand. And we noticed that they've got this new sort of boat seat sort of thing, which I would imagine is really popular for watching the sunset because it's absolutely amazing from up here. So yeah, we sat there for a couple of minutes and just watched those waves rolling in. Absolutely amazing. Then we walked round towards the old harbour. Now we're in the old harbour, which is just divine. We're going to go round now to the rock where we always sit. Walking down the alleyway now by where we used to stay in a little place called the Haven, and it's about 1:45 now, so I think we're going to try and find some lunch. Not quite sure where we're going to go. We're going to head down towards the lagoons and see what's changed down that way and hopefully get some lunch somewhere. Oh, that roundabout's new, and this is all new. Boab coffee shop, and then further down there where ferrets used to be, it looks like a nice one. That one looks quite upmarket, and of course they're doing a lot of building in the El Cotillo at the minute, which was always going to happen, I suppose, but yeah. We had lunch in La Moracha, which we really like. We had a burger and it was absolutely delicious and massive. And then after that we carried on walking back up the other road where there is a lot of building going on. Now, we've been coming to El Cotillo for years, and there's no doubt it has changed and it is changing. Whether you think it's for the better or not, there's always two sides to every story. But yeah, there is a lot of change and a lot of building. Another new bar there, tapas bar. Well, that burger was divine, and we often used to go to that place in the evening and have steak, and we've never had a bad meal there, so I personally would recommend that. We're just having another walk around now. We're going to go back to the old harbour and then go and have a look at Piedra Playa. As I just said, there's lots of building going on here, and there's a few new bars and restaurants and things, and they've definitely sort of tidied the place up. And it's definitely busier, in my opinion, but it's still lovely. It's still El Cotillo. And the post office is still only open for an hour a day. I think this is the only roundabout in El Cotillo. They've made it very snazzy. This is the best bit in El Cotillo, when you walk through here and see all the big crashing waves. I wouldn't mind one of these houses, to be fair. Look at that view. Remember when that guy showed us around his apartment just here? Was it that one that we just went by? I wonder if he still rents it out. I never kept his card because I think it would be expensive.
I had his card somewhere, I think, in the holiday folder.
All right. This is a really good bar, or it used to be, Corralejo. They do really good tapas when it's open. We've had many a nice meal there. And then that one across there used to be good, but I don't know if it's still open. Can you remember? What was it called?
I don't think it was called that, Gastro Bar.
No, I don't think it was. It must have changed since we were here. Just going to walk down now to the Hyperdino, get a few provisions to take to our friend's house. Maybe some beer, maybe some chocolate, and then we'll be getting the 4 o'clock bus. Just at the bus station again, and we've had a lovely day. Well, I have had a lovely day in El Cotillo. We bumped into a few people that we know actually, so we've had a nice chat, and the lunch was delicious, as I said. We've just been to the supermarket and got some beer and some chocolate to take round to our friends. So as soon as the bus gets here, which will probably be about 20 minutes, because as usual we're early, then we'll head off to Villa Verde, and we're going to stay the night with our friends there in their villa, and I guess have some dinner and some drinks. We're here now in Corralejo. We're right by the harbour, so I'll turn you around and show you in a minute. But we're just going to have a drink, and then we're basically going to walk from here all the way around the front to the Riu hotels, which are at the Grand Playas, and then get the bus back to Rosario. So it'll probably take quite a few hours, I would imagine. It's a beautiful day, so we'll see how we get on. We were just thinking it's really quiet in Corralejo in this bit, but you can't walk all the way around, they've blocked it off, so maybe it'll be busy around the corner. Not quite sure what they're doing, but we're walking around anyway, so might be able to find out a bit more when we get around the other side. Okay, it's much busy around here. Yeah, I know. We've just stopped off for a little sit on the seat, and Corralejo's looking fabulous as ever. Doesn't seem to be as many tables and chairs at Galera Beach, but it's fairly busy, but you know, not too bad, nice and chilled as usual. Do like that in Corralejo. We're going to carry on walking now, and I'll film again when we stop for a coffee, but I can't keep stopping because otherwise it's going to take us about 2 days to get back. Yeah. Not a bad spot for coffee. We're at Savannah Beach. We always have to stop and have a look at this house. So I presume an artist lives here, and there's all sorts of interesting sculptures and paintings and mosaics.
Yeah.
Lots of different things. Fascinating. I'd love to know who lives there and go and meet them, so I bet they're really interesting. We're just now walking past this place. I'm not sure what it's called now, but it was right on the edge of the dunes, and that's where we stayed the very first time we came to Fuerteventura. But it wasn't like that. It wasn't like it is now then. It's a bit upmarket now. Great location though if you want to be near the dunes. We headed across the dunes towards the Riu hotels. You can see the island of Lobos on the left there, and behind that was the view towards Lanzarote. The dunes are absolutely stunning, just miles and miles of sand and turquoise blue sea. I absolutely love it out there. There's such a big feeling of space, and the wind's in your hair, walking barefoot, and it's just absolutely beautiful. The colours are amazing, and when we live here I'll be definitely visiting the dunes of Corralejo often because it's absolutely stunning. That walk is the most amazing. I love it. I always forget how much I love it. Just walking along there in bare feet with the wind in your hair and the waves. It is stunning. It looks so different around here. We're around by the hotels now, and the council, the council, have taken away all the sunbeds, and it looks like a completely different beach,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
There were a couple of little cafes too.
Yeah, all the cafes have gone, the kite surf school, it's quite different. I mean, it's absolutely stunning with or without, but yeah, it really does look different. On the beach, the toilets are still there and open, and there's still some showers. There's a volleyball court, and also the lifeguards are still there. There's good wheelchair or pushchair access, and there's also a kind of wooden structure, which I'm not quite sure what they're for, but they've got like a disability sign. Not far though from the beach, there is a Hyperdino, not a Hyperdino, a Mini Dino supermarket, and also the banana bar has opened, which looks like it's doing drinks, coffee, food. It actually looks really nice in there, really chilled and quite cool. So although there's nothing actually on the beach now, I still think it's a great place to come and spend the day. And yeah, you can still get bits, or you can bring your own stuff with you. Yeah, we're not quite sure what the reason for removing everything from the beach is, but they've kind of done the same in the lagoons in El Cotillo, because Torino's is gone. So whether, I don't know if the council are up to something, or what, they just want the beach to be as natural as possible. Who knows, we shall see. Anyway, I'm going to end the vlog now because we're just about to get the bus back, have a well-deserved beer. It's been a fab couple of days. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you again soon. Bye!